Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the North Hills. My name is Jeff Coleman, and I'm your lay leader today. You can read along with me. Whatever the faith and traditions of your past, we welcome you. Whatever your theological stance, we welcome you. Whoever you are and whomever you love, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, whatever your journey has been, we welcome you, the whole of you. Our Sunday services are as diverse as we are, so if you are visiting our church for the first time, please come back again several times so that you may experience the various topics and worship formats that we offer. What is consistent throughout our services is our mission statement. So please join me in affirming our mission statement. This is an All Generations Sunday, so we have hand movements to go with the mission statement. I am going to call an audible on this since we are sitting down. No Wonder Woman transformation. Unless you feel moved to do so. And you have to help me out here because I'm not the best with the hand signals. Yep. So, we have a translator here. Great. So, by building a loving religious community that nourishes the spirit, celebrates life, and cherishes the connectedness of all things, we will transform ourselves and our world. Thank you, Robin. Thank you all. Newcomers and guests are always welcome to participate in any of our church activities. If we have any newcomers or guests with us this morning, we invite you to introduce ourselves. Please raise your hand, and the minister of the microphone will rush to greet you.
Yay. Who wants to go first? Okay.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having us. My name's Corey. My wife is Katie. We're local to the Shaler area. This is close for us. We grew up as Catholics and haven't gone to church in some years, so we're excited to be here with all of you. We have a baby on the way, so we thought it was an appropriate time to look for a community that's close to home. So, thank you.
Well, I can't beat that. My name's Andrew. My wife here is Mario, also expecting. Unlike Corey, I've really never been to church, so we thought it was a good idea to try. So this is all new to me. So if I look confused, I am. Thank you.
That's fine. Welcome.
Any others? Great. Well, thank you and welcome. Please join us, all of you, for coffee hour following the service. We now take a moment to acknowledge that the land we stand on was taken from the local indigenous people. The Haudenosaunee Nation, inspired by their culture, may we strive to become better stewards of the earth. It is good to be together, both in person and virtually. Now we have a whole slew of announcements for you. This year we celebrate the 250th anniversary of our nation. Pennsylvania has always been key to our democracy. It is our nation's fifth most populous state and the most important swing state in the nation. The Systemic Change Team asks you to please call or email the leaders of the Pennsylvania House and Senate. Ask them to support an independent redistricting commission, House Bill 31 or Senate Bill 131. The insert in the order of service has everything you need. However, members of the Systemic Change Team will be in Friendship Hall to provide assistance and answer any questions you might have. Are you new to the church within the past year or so? Are you interested in meeting some other newcomers and learning more about the church and Unitarian Universalism? Join us next Sunday, February 22nd, from 12 to 1 in the East Room. Attendance is not required, but this is a good prelude to the new UU membership class, which will be held on March 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Childcare will be supplied upon request. Join us for 75 minutes of yoga with a focus on breath, stability, and movement this Wednesday, the 18th. You may also do chair yoga during this time. This group meets the first and third Wednesdays of each month. Please note that there is now a link at the top of the intercom that says View as a Web Page. You can click on this when you open it, and it will take you to a browser so that you can view the whole intercom at once. Reverend Leanne will be working from Virginia beginning February 24th through March 13th. She will be available during normal working hours and will be attending all remote meetings. Please remember to answer Reverend Leanne's Deep Dive Sunday survey. So far, only 24 people have answered. The survey will be closed on Friday. Monday at 3 p.m., there's an online covenant group. They need at least one more person to participate in this group. So again, that's Monday at 3 p.m. Please sign up through the link in the intercom so that we can make this a viable group. And that concludes the announcements.
You know, there's a miracle that happens on Sunday mornings. When the piano starts playing, there may be 20 people in the room. Now look. I love that miracle. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Leanne Washington, and I'm the lucky minister who serves this beloved community. It's so good to see everyone here this somewhat dreary morning. Since this is the Sunday after Valentine's Day, I thought it might be interesting to explore something other than the stereotypical notions about romantic love that make Hallmark, candy stores, and florists so much money this time of year. So we're going to start off with opening words that many of you, probably most of you, are quite familiar. They're words that come from the Christian scriptures, but are used by Christians and non-Christians alike when someone wants to talk about love. These are words that come from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable. It keeps no record of rights and wrongs. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never ends. But as for prophecies, they will come to an end. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will come to an end. But love never ends. Let us join in worship.
The flaming chalice is a symbol of our faith as we join with other UU churches and fellowships in this familiar ritual. As we share the light of this chalice in our sanctuary, we also welcome those of you viewing remotely to light a chalice. Again, with hand signals, we light this chalice in celebration of Unitarian Universalism. We are a church of open mind, loving hearts, and helping hands. Please rise in body or in spirit as you are willing and able, and join in singing our opening hymn, There Is More Love Somewhere, number 95 in the gray hymnal, and of course the words will appear on the screens.
We invite our youngsters and our young at heart to come forward for our Time for All Ages story, which this morning is Love Is, written by Diane Adams and illustrated by Claire Keene. The story will be read by Don Nelson.
So we may, do we have, I think we have a couple of little, yay, we do have some friends here today. Excellent. I will say, I woke up I was walking out the door this morning, so I want you guys to, I was walking out the door this morning and I looked at myself in the mirror. I should never get dressed before my coffee because I feel like I look like a blue crayon. So welcome, friends. Do we have any other young at heart that would like to join us? This is a great book. The Claire Keene did the illustrations, and I really want you to take a close look at the expressions that this girl makes throughout this book. These are magnificent books. And I'll also point out, ordinarily, Robin Travers would be reading today, and I have never, ever been happier that somebody is sick than I am today, because I love reading Time for All Ages. So, Love Is. Now, some people, there are some words that, we think we know what they mean until we have to talk about it. So since I know we have some former Catholics here, I'm going to bring up, there was a guy named St. Augustine. in fact, even if you're not Catholic, you probably have heard of St. Augustine. And he wrote something that I thought was really fun. I actually put this in my thesis when I was in college. And he said, "What is time? What is time?" He said. He said, if nobody asks me what it is, I know. But if somebody asks me to explain it, I don't know. And I think love is kind of like that, too. It can be really hard. We all kind of know what it means. We kind of feel it. But if you're like, oh, explain what it is, it can be hard, can't it? So this book has a really beautiful expression of it, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'll get nice and close so you can see, because the pictures are so good. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Do you know what downy means? Does anybody? Who can tell me what downy means? That's like love. What does love mean? What does downy mean? Does anybody know? It means if you've ever held a duckling and they have this really floofy, soft feathers, that's downy, and they're so cute. Well, love is noisy midnight feedings. Now look at this. She's trying to get some sleep, and that duck just won't go to sleep. And those of us who have children, or maybe will be having children, will experience this. So she's trying to feed it. Maybe it'll go to sleep. Oh, and now the duck is all curled up, beak under wing, bill under wing, and it's finally asleep. But the shoebox is still right beside the bed. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tucked in tightly, head to toe. Love is waking up together, side by side, and beak to nose. Look at that cute picture. It's early mornings. Is there anybody in your house that is like the duck who just won't stop talking in the morning? And is there anybody in your house that's like the girl who's just not ready for this? It's messy bath times, it's tidying up and settling down. Love is familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles. Can you tell me what that duck is doing? What? He's learning how to walk. Oh, it's so cute. He's just boink, boink, boink right up the stairs, learning how to walk. He's bouncing on the stairs, and it's so cute. And look, he's getting ready for a bigger pond. Aww. I think that duck is growing up. Oh, do you see something sad coming? I do. It's sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on. What do you see the duck is looking at? Can you see what the duck? What do you think the duck is looking? More birds flying. Yeah, I think that duck is starting to wonder if it's time to fly. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Love is missing. So what happened to the duck? Do you know? Can you guess what happened? What happened?
He swam into the pond and then joined his friends.
That's exactly right. He swam into the pond and then he joined his friends. That's exactly right. Well, love is missing. It can be hard to say goodbye to somebody you love. And love is reminiscing. Do you know what reminiscing means? That's a pretty big word for a book. Do you know what reminiscing means? It means remembering things that happened in the past that make you happy. Wishing things could stay the same. It's understanding even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. What's she holding in her hand? What do you see?
A flower.
Take a closer look.
It is a flower.
You think it's a flower? What do you think it is?
That's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly. Well, flowers and butterflies both change with the seasons, don't they?
Yes. Even a flower looks pink too, like that.
Yes, it does. A flower does look pink like that. In fact, if I look at that picture, at first I thought it was a butterfly, and I think I can see flower in it too. I think I can see both things. Very good observations you made. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you, and knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted and grown some too. So what happened here? What do you have? What happened? Who can tell me what just happened here? Yeah.
He growed up.
He grew up. That's right.
And he on this page, it looks like he loves ducks now.
He not only loves ducks, he has some ducklings of his own. And now he's going to go through the same thing. It's hard. But that is a beautiful expression of what love is, I think. It's all of these things and getting it and feeling that attachment to another person, whether it be a pet, a person, a friend, and growing up with them and seeing everybody change and loving them and remembering them, remembering the good times. And I hope that you enjoyed the story because I really enjoyed reading it to you. Thank you so very much. Now, ordinarily we would have classes today, but today we don't because Robin has she's sitting right behind you, and she can't talk, which is why I'm here. But if she could talk, she would tell you that she has some activities in the back of the room for you guys to do. And I want to thank you so much, friends, for listening to this story with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay now in peace, stay now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
Let us share our joys and sorrows.
Good morning. I'm Inga Burton-Smith from the Lay Pastoral Care Team. During our service, we create this sacred space for sharing within our community. It's a time to share significant life passages with the congregation so that you can be held in loving care. I'll be reading the joys and sorrows this morning, and Lynn Herkenrother will be placing a stone representing each joy or sorrow in the sand. The sand represents our congregation, supporting our sorrows and lifting up our joys. We had no joys or sorrows this week, so Lynn will now place one more stone in the sand for all the joys and sorrows that exist in our hearts but remain unspoken today. From far and near, please say with me our caring words which are on the screen. Let us hold in our circle of caring each person here. Let us hold in our hearts those who are unable to be with us today. Let us hold in our memories those who have moved on. Let us find comfort in knowing that we are not alone.
In case you're wondering, you're not losing your mind. This is a Sunday where the order of service is but a suggestion. Jeff will now share a reading and lead you into a meditation immediately following.
Our reading this morning comes from The Prophet, written by Khalil Gibran, a Lebanese-American writer, poet, and visual artist and philosopher. The following is found in the chapter on love. Then said Almitra, "Speak to us of love." And he raised his head and looked upon the people, and there fell a stillness upon them. And with a great voice he said, "When love beckons to you, follow him, though his ways are hard and steep. And when his wings enfold you, yield to him, though the sword hidden among his pinions may wound you. And when he speaks to you, believe in him, though his voice may shatter your dreams as the north wind lays waste the garden. For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you. Even as he is for your growth, so is he for your pruning. Even as he ascends to your height and caresses your tenderest branches that quiver in the sun, so shall he descend to your roots and shake them in their clinging to the earth. Like sheaves of corn, he gathers you unto himself. He threshes you to make you naked. He sifts you to free you from your husks. He grinds you to whiteness. He kneads you until you are pliant. And then he assigns you to his sacred fire, that you may become sacred bread for God's sacred feast. All these things shall love do unto you, that you may know the secrets of your heart, and in that knowledge become a fragment of life's heart. But if in your fear you would seek only love's peace and love's pleasure, then it is better for you that you cover your nakedness and pass out of love's threshing floor into the seasonless world where you shall laugh, but not all of your laughter, and weep, but not all of your tears. Love gives naught but itself and takes naught but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. When you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, I am in the heart of God. And think not you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires: to melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night, to know the pain of too much tenderness, to be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully, to wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving, to rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy, to return home at eventide with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. Now I invite you to get comfortable in your seat, close your eyes, or find a point of focus, such as the flame in our chalice or these wonderful flowers, as we enter into a 3-minute moment of self-meditation and contemplation.
I invite you to bring your attention back into the room. So, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Yeah, I've always had mixed feelings about Valentine's Day. I hope that if you celebrated it, you had a lovely one. It's a day devoted to hearts, red ones, pink ones, glitter ones, hearts on cards, hearts on cookies, hearts on pajamas, hearts. If you were to ask our culture where love lives, the answer would come quickly: the heart. And yet, for most of human history, that was not the only answer. In fact, it might not have even been one of the answers. Human beings have been trying to locate love in the body for thousands of years, not just poetically, but really physically. Where in the body does love come from? Where does it reside? Where do we feel it? Where does it originate, that feeling? Now, the heart for us is an obvious candidate because we feel love in our chest. Our pulse quickens, our breath shifts, there's warmth, sometimes ache that you actually, in the moment, would say is coming from your heart. So, for us, the heart became the symbol of emotional life. And that makes a certain amount of sense. But ancient people didn't all agree. In ancient Hebrew thought, the liver was considered the seat of deep emotion, especially anguish, courage, and moral intensity. In the book of Lamentations, the poet cries out, "My liver is poured out on the ground because of the destruction of my people." Right? So this is an expression of anguish, of deep pain and sorrow and desolation. My liver is poured out on the ground because of the destruction of my people. English translations of the Bible often translate it as heart because it sounds nicer and because we can relate to it better, but the word actually is liver, which tells us something important. Love is not always warm and glowing. Sometimes love burns. Sometimes it's fierce. Sometimes it is the place in us that refuses to accept injustice. Sometimes it's what causes us to rail out, and sometimes to take action. Love can live in the liver when it demands courage. Courage to name something deeply painful or horrible. Courage to take that understanding and move beyond the pain to something else. Then there's the gut, the stomach. In Hebrew, the word for compassion, rachamim, comes from rachem, meaning womb, which they associated the whole body area, right? When a woman's pregnant, it's her belly that expands. When you're overstuffed from eating, it's your belly that expands. So you could almost say belly, or you could say, just that area of the body. Compassion was not abstract goodwill, it was visceral. It was bodily. It was the deep, instinctive, protective response of a body that recognizes another body. And we still say, I just had a gut feeling about that, right? What we mean is, before I could really figure it out, I had a physical sensation. I had an instinctive response. You know, maybe now I figured it all out intellectually, but I made the decision because I had a gut instinct about it. Which brings us to the brain. Modern neuroscience would tell us that love is not just chemistry or sensation. Long-term love is pattern and pattern recognition. It's repeated choice. It is attention. It is habit. That long-standing love is a repeated decision, a repeated choice, a repeated way of relating. Feelings may ignite love, but decisions sustain it. And finally, for the purposes of today, there are the hands. Because if love never leaves the realm of emotion, it is merely sentiment. When love moves into the hands, when it cooks and builds and votes and visits and listens and shows up, it becomes visible. So perhaps love does not live in one organ at all. Perhaps love circulates. And so we're going to conduct a small experiment. Each of you were handed something that looked like an organ, except for the stereotypical heart. We just stuck with that. It was easier to find images of this. Now, if you don't know what your organ is, ask the person next to you. And if you didn't get one, did anybody not get an organ? Just slip past the ushers with no organ. Oh, it was tucked in the order of service? Okay, did anyone get an order of service that didn't have one? It looks like it, okay. Now, does anyone need a writing implement? Because that's the other part of our experiment. If you don't have a writing implement, raise your hand and the ushers will bring you one. So here's what we're going to do. Is each organ is going to have an associated question with it. And I will tell you what they are several times in just a moment after the pens and pencils have been handed out. And so what we'll do is we're going to have a little Love is in the Air playing in the background very softly while you think of the answer to the question associated with the organ that you have. And once you have answered the question, then we invite you to get up and place it under one of those columns there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heart, liver, hands, brain. Oh, gut womb. Okay, yep. All right, so listen carefully. First, you know what your organ is, right? This won't work if you don't know what your organ is. I'm just saying. Heart. Those of you who have hearts, the question is, who do you love that warms your life? So you're going to put a name. And if it's a person that you'd like to identify by a relationship like mother, aunt, father, spouse, child, best friend, me, then do that. All right? Now, those of you who have a liver, where does love require courage from you? So this isn't a long story. You've only got a tiny organ. This is a word or a short phrase that identifies Where in life love requires courage from you? In-laws might be a popular one. Next door neighbor. For the gut womb, the question is, what breaks you open with compassion? So an issue, an event, a relationship, a word or a short phrase that you can fit on your organ. For the brain, what loving choice are you committed to practicing? So what loving choice are you committed to practicing? And this doesn't have to mean committed in the future. This could be something that you do all the time. You're already committed to making this decision on a regular basis for the sake of love. And for those of you who have hands, what act of love will you offer this week? What act of love will you offer this week? And it could be, cooking your family's dinner when you really don't have the energy or interest, or washing the car, or doing the laundry without being asked, that sort of thing. So those are it. I'll say them really quickly, and then we'll have some quiet time, and as you finish, please feel free to rise and place them there. You'll find stick pins over there. So hearts, who do you love that warms your life? Livers, where does love require courage from you? Gut, what breaks you open with compassion? Brains, what loving choice are you committed to practicing? And hands, what act of love will you offer this week? Look what we have done. Love is no longer abstract. It's written, it's plural, it's distributed across the body. Some of you wrote names, some wrote commitments, some maybe named wounds, some named moments of courage. The ancient Greeks spoke of 7 different kinds of love. For the sake of time, we will explore only 4. But let me tell you a story that my friend ChatGPT helped me write to put these 4 types of love in context. When Alina was 19, she met Logan in a campus coffee shop. It wasn't dramatic, no violins, just a conversation that lingered longer than expected, and a strange awareness that the room felt brighter than it had 10 minutes before. She went back to her dorm room that night and realized she was smiling for no reason. Something in her leaned forward. That was the beginning of their relationship. A few years later, that same relationship had changed shape. The butterflies had quieted. In their place were long walks, inside jokes, shared meals, and the steady practice of listening to each other's stories. They began to know not just what the other liked, but what the other feared. Love was less spark now, more companionship. Then came children. Sleepless nights, grocery lists, calendars layered with obligations. Love showed up at 6:30 a.m., spreading peanut butter on bread and signing permission slips. It folded laundry. It sat through school concerts and dentist appointments. No fireworks, just repetition, faithfulness. And then years later, Alina found herself at a city council meeting, speaking on behalf of families she did not know. Her voice trembled, but she spoke anyway. Love had grown larger than her own circle. It had become a choice, a commitment to the well-being of others. One life, 4 movements, the spark that draws us, the friendship that steadies us, the daily faithfulness that builds a home, the courage that steps into the public square. The ancient Greeks had names for these movements of love. Eros is desire, attraction, the spark that draws us toward one another. It matters, it's powerful, but it isn't the whole story. Philia, friendship, shared life, the love that grows slowly through conversation and shared meals and weathered seasons. Storge, steady, familial affection, the love that shows up consistently, the love that remembers birthdays and allergies and how you take your coffee. Agape, chosen love, moral love, the love that acts for the good of another, even when it's inconvenient. The love that binds people in community. Now notice something. Eros may flutter the heart. Philia grows in time and shared experience. Storge settles into habit. Agape often lives in the liver and the hands. When love requires courage, it burns. When love requires compassion, it aches in the gut and in the heart. When love requires perseverance, it becomes a decision in the mind. When love becomes real, it moves into the hands. Love is not one sensation. It's more of an orientation and an embodied practice. And what we have created here isn't a collage, it's a testimony. Each organ on that wall represents love that is specific, not generic. Not love in theory, not sort of I have a idea about what love could be, but it's love in this community, love in this week, and love in this collective body. Perhaps the most honest answer to the question, where does love live, is this. It lives wherever we allow it to move. It circulates, it burns, it aches, it chooses, it acts. And today, it's visible. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be. Please rise in body or in spirit as you're willing and able, and join in singing our responsive hymn, Love Will Guide Us, number 131 in the gray hymnal. The words will also appear on the screens.
Please be seated. As we reflect today on the many ways love moves through our lives, we're reminded that love is not only something we feel, it's something we enact. One of the most tangible ways we embody that love is by sharing our abundance, offering from what sustains us so that our community and its work in the world may flourish. Let us give as an expression of the love that lives and moves among us. Instructions for online contributions will appear on the screens. If you're visiting us for the first time, please feel free to let the basket pass. Your presence today with us is your gift to us. The morning offering will now be given and gratefully received. We appreciate your generosity and will be good stewards of your contributions. Please join me in dedicating the offering. You'll see the words on the screen and the hand movements over here. Meaning keep your eyes over here, not here. May these gifts and the work of our hands and hearts give power to all we stand for as a community of faith. Please rise in body or in spirit as you are willing and able, and join in singing our closing hymn, What Wondrous Love Is This, number 18 in the gray hymnal, and of course the words will be on the screens. We gather the warmth of love. Oh. We're going to start all over so you can see the experts here. All right. We gather in the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. Into our hearts as we blow out the chalice, back into the world of do and say, carry it forward into the dawning day.
As we end our sacred time together and go forth into the week ahead, I invite you to take some time to read what you and others have placed on the wall. Now, for reasons I cannot name or discern, I'm feeling a little Irish today. My Irish ancestry is tapping me on my shoulder. So our closing words and benediction come from an Irish blessing offered to newly married couples. However, I believe that the words are also appropriate for a community of people who care for one another. So listen to them in that context. May your hearts be full. May your love shine bright. May you share the depths and valleys of your souls. May you dance together under the Irish moon, and each day blessed for all the love in your lives. Amen, ashe, and blessed be.